Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're Jamesin with Games. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, folks. And a momentous Sunday it is. For, barring unforeseen disaster, Cedric, PJ, welcome. Barring unforeseen disaster, we're finishing Phantasmagoria today. So, that's exciting. I should give a shout out right now because realizing this would be the last one, I skipped King's Quest V in my changed the King's Quest titles. Hey, Bad and Blue. In my changed the King's Quest titles thing, I skipped 5 because for the very final, for the finale, scare today, gone tomorrow was the pun to use. So I must shout out Cedric's excellent King's Quest V suggestion of Absinthe Makes the Heart Go Yonder. That would have been great if it took me 5 to do this. It would have got its day in the sun. But let us never forget. All right, here we are. Had a long tabletop session yesterday, and it was great. But yeah, there was no Dark Sun yesterday because we did a 7-hour online tabletop session. And you know what? It wasn't even dragging by the end. It was great. It was just, by the end, it was like, we will be dragging before this completely wraps up. So let's just put off the climax. And thus we did. Let me know. I think I'm getting the feel for it, but if the volume's not great, let me know. I can mess around with it. And here we are. It's time for what I'm going to bet is the most present-day violence-filled chapter of the game. Obviously, we had some very troubling present-day violence last time, at the beginning of Chapter 4. But I think the real, it has not yet been possible in this game for Adrienne. There's been no game over. I do not think that's going to remain the case. British, welcome. I'm a little scared. Scared for what's going to happen to Adrienne and how many times we're going to have to watch it happen before I figure out the sequence. But we're here at the very, very end of Chapter 6. I'm thinking probably all I need to do to trigger Chapter 7 is maybe even just go home. But otherwise, it's great. The Gregorian monks, the guitars, it's very good. I was reading a bit about the production, very carefully, about the production of Phantasmagoria. I don't want any spoilers. But I read enough to learn that they had something like a 500 or a 550 page shooting script, significantly longer than a Hollywood movie for this. They did 4 months of 72-hour shooting weeks to create this game. It's quite an achievement. All right, story thus far. Besides, probably anyone watching this knows the story thus far, but I might as well do a brief recap, which is that Adrienne and Dawn, a magazine cover photographer, and his novelist wife purchased a scary old mansion formerly owned that had been uninhabited for 100 years, even though it's pretty nice. And the previous owner was a magician who murdered all his wives. Although I guess they didn't know that when they moved in. They got it very cheap. It's an idiot plot. But the game doesn't waste any time getting us here. And then it's solid. The writing is good once you just brush past the why on earth would you ever. If you just say it's the plot of we got to accept that for the plot to happen. Yeah, they live here. And Adrienne releases a demon while she's exploring their new home. It possesses Dawn. And Dawn's been changing. It's been bad. Meanwhile, Adrienne learns about the history of the house and of Zoltan Carnavash, the wizard, the magician, stage magician who lived here. And last time, she really learned a lot about him because she experienced via supernatural flashback the murder of all 5 of his wives in various horrifying ways. And then, very last thing that happened here in chapter 6 was over here at the old Malcolm Wormwood home. Malcolm Wormwood, a very, very old man, voiced by the Sultan from Aladdin. A very, very old man who, as a young boy, was adopted by Zoltan Karnavash, did the classic supernatural movie giant info dump before the climax. He did the Udo Kier in Suspiria. If you're a more contemporary horror movie fan, he did the Vincent D'Onofrio in Sinister and explained everything that's going on roughly to Adrienne. And now it's up to Adrienne to, we hope, save Dawn. Or, failing that, survive him. We got to keep in mind, Dawn's done some bad stuff. But he hasn't really, because he's possessed by a demon. In fact, it turns out that Zoltan Karnavash was also possessed. He's a little more responsible because he sought the demon out. Or at least he sought the tampering with dark forces out. Dawn did literally nothing except not give his wife a task to keep her busy so she didn't go chipping away the back of a fireplace to find the secret demon altar. We have in our inventory
a large skeleton key.
Very good. Generally, the game takes away items when you don't need them anymore. I'm not sure we're going to need those keys, but who knows?
Fireplace poker.
You can imagine that being a helpful weapon at any point. We've got a hammer.
An old hammer.
It's old. I don't know if that's important. Another key.
The stairwell key.
And then finally, a crucifix that caught Adrienne's eye. Fortunately, I had listened carefully to the very first dialogue. Yeah.
An antique crucifix.
That's why she's very much her and Spaz are birds of a feather. And so, yeah, here we are. My buddy Olafur, who is, in addition to an occasional audience member here, a real-life friend of mine. Not that you're not all my friends, too. Not necessarily. If you're just like, this is the first time you've ever watched my video on demand on YouTube and it's like 2025, I don't know that I call us friends, but I got nothing against you. We could be friends. But Olafur told me that coincidentally, another streamer he watches also did Phantasmagoria at the same time. He's now seen the ending. He didn't tell me the ending. Don't worry. But he did tell me that the streamer he watches never obtained the crucifix. Interesting. And that when he looked into it, it turns out that there are, much like King's Quest 6, different ways through the game, which seems insane to me in the context of a full motion video game with a 550-page shooting script that took 4 months of 6-day-a-week, 12-hour days to do all the shooting for. But hey, that's dedication. Later on, Roberta Williams would say during the lead up to the release of King's Quest Mask of Eternity that the various handlers she was assigned to make sure she made a real game that people wanted and not one of these King's Quests that sell millions of copies. That he it wasn't interactable. They never let me interact with it. The only just Adrienne herself makes note of it on her own. And then if you bring the cameo to Luann, she's like, oh, hey, Adrienne's just like, I have my eye on that crucifix for some reason. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that leads to different endings or what. I won't know until after I finish, but fascinating to me. But yeah, for King's Quest 8, in the lead up interviews, Roberta Williams was like, yeah, they showed me the data. When there's multiple pathways through a game, most people never even finish it once. So not even just that it wasn't interactable, just didn't know it existed. And it stood out to me just because, did it stand out to me? I actually can't remember if I commented on it before she took it. If it did stand out to me, it was because it's a crucifix, and this is a scary game with demons. But yeah, for King's Quest VIII, she was like, they showed me the market research. Most people don't even finish adventure games, let alone do multiple paths. So we're not bothering with any of that in King's Quest VIII, which I think is and I don't say this is a criticism of Roberta Williams, who did games with multiple paths. But I think it's a bit of a misguided understanding of why it's cool when there's multiple ways to solve things. Like, I'm playing Dark Sun right now. I might never play Dark Sun Shattered Lands again in my life. But it's cool that I could have bartered with the slavers to free the... It's a sweet crucifix. Look at it. It's one of the gory crucifixes. Crucify that have the Messiah crucified upon them. But it looks really elegant. Well, maybe that's not the right word. It looks actually a little ornate, but in a cool way. But yeah, I might never do Dark Sun again and experience other paths. But it's cool that, like, I didn't ally with either of the gangs. I figured out my own way to escape the prison. I also probably could have tried to brute force my way out, create a party of 4 Thrycreen and just play on easy mode. I could have bartered with the slavers to free the slaves, the warriors of Gedron, but instead I murdered them all because I don't think you should enslave people. It's cool, even if you don't do multiple pathways. I only played Fire Emblem Three Houses once, but it's cool that there are 4 different quest lines through that game. Okay. What's not cool in Fire Emblem Three Houses is that even on difficult mode, you can win almost every battle in the game without even pausing for a moment to think about tactics or strategy. I got like 10 scenarios in. Is this a different, more portentous? No. Yes? I can't tell. Feels like this takes longer than Adrienne's normal trips home. But maybe I'm just... No, it's normal. Oh, hey, Mike's here. Is he murdered already? Let's find out together. Yeah, when I started it up, I was like, you know what? Like, I've done the last 2 Fire Emblems in a row on hard/classic. I'm going to just, I'll go on normal/classic. I'm sure it'll still provide a challenge. And, like, I got maybe like 10 scenarios in, and I discovered that if I sent my magic users just had them walk out, like, up front to the, like, right to the front line, and then let the enemies get the first hit on them, they would take like a tiny bit of damage and then one-shot the enemies. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely, like, there's no reason to ever think about the weapon triangle in this game. So I went back and did it on hard, and it was still, like, I didn't really start having a challenge until the very end. And I'm not just tooting my own horn. I only as of Fire Emblem Awakening did I even become okay at tactics games.
You're all set.
Great.
Phone's in and it works just fine. Why don't you go ahead and test it?
Okay. Mike, I want to apologize for Don again.
Yeah, I learned that later.
Lately.
And I mean, why bother?
Normally, he's a very nice guy. Really.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Do you call me if you have any trouble, okay?
Please look out the door while you open it.
I sure will, thanks.
Don't open the door with your back to the opening. Close the door. Get in your truck. Damn it. Oh, Mike, we hardly knew ye. But that was definitely going to be your role in the story. Okay, here we go. I will say that was a little... Oh, man. Before we continue here, excellent post I saw in Blue Sky. I'm not going to get it word for word, but somebody pointed out... Hey, Stupinski! Somebody pointed out that when Stanley Kubrick made his adaptation of The Shining, the iconic Jack Nicholson hacks through the wall and then goes, "Here's Johnny," was a contemporary reference to something that like happened every week on TV. And so if they had made The Shining in the 90s, if they made The Shining in the 90s, I like to think that, oh, pardon me one moment, folks. I think I know what this is. Hang tight. All right, we're back, and perhaps more importantly, the banana bread is out of the oven and smells delicious. Okay, so the Blue Sky post, before we advance here into the climax, said, "Here's Johnny" was a contemporary reference in the Shining film. So if they made it in the 90s, maybe Jack Nicholson would have hacked through the wall and gone, "Did I do that?" Which I thought was very good. Maybe a little bit over the top from Dawn there, but what are you going to do? Okay. Steel yourselves, friends. Chapter 7. Saturday, October 22nd, 3:30 p.m. Ooh, that's exciting. Our Numenera campaign almost concluded yesterday. Oh. So you can do a sequel campaign. You've already planted the seeds. Dawn with the John Lennon glasses. Did they know it was him? Because what about the just kill him option? So like, oh, I believe PJ. Yeah, fair enough, Stupinski. I think in our Numenera campaign, my secondary concern that a sort of comic side character.
Can't go like this. Gotta do something.
Steel yourself, Adrienne. Oh, what a hero. Okay. Just see. Is there anything I can pick up anywhere? Have as many things as I could possibly have on hand? I guess I'll update the bookmark. Yeah, we're on this island in Numenera, and the people they're not actually mutants. There's a whole ancient nanotechnology thing that is kind of making them seem like mutants.
I
And
believe Don did this.
Adrienne, I mean, I know what she means. She can't believe that the demon has turned Dawn in. No, you wouldn't. Jeez. Hopefully they can recover the hard drive. She hasn't even. I guess we don't know if she started her novel during the. We don't see every part of this really bad week. I'm gonna turn on the TV in a moment. But yeah, so the people of this island aren't mutants, but they seem like mutants because of this run wild ancient nanotechnology. And we are accompanied on our trip there by a largely comic relief character in the plot, but he works for an entity in the Numenera world that is like dedicated to exterminating mutants. And I'm in addition to my strong anti-slavery views, I don't think you should commit genocide. So I have been stressing out because my character, I'm trying to roleplay like a really good guy, just a really nice guy. And so my guy really doesn't want to kill the agent of the Knights of Zentar or whatever they're called to stop him from reporting back that there might be mutants here and getting these people in trouble. And I think we're actually going to solve the nanotechnology problem and save everybody and not have to murder Colroy. But we'll find out next time. Okay. I thought there was a good chance that we'd get one scary thing in the TV once. Okay. Here we go. As always, I'll do my best to labor through without hints or nudges, but I will be open-minded because it is going to be an adventure game end sequence, and also one where probably all of my failures will result in us having to watch this very winning actress be horribly killed. Fun fact that I learned in my reading about Phantasmagoria. The only actor that Roberta Williams was not involved in the casting of was the one playing Adrienne. And it was largely because well, yeah, that's not great. Yeah, because they had looked at a lot of actors for the role and just weren't happy with any of them. And then her like casting director, I can't remember the story of how he discovered. I lost her name in my mind, but he discovered her and was like, "Oh, yep, cast her." And then Roberta Williams was like, "I don't know, I don't know how I feel about my lead being cast without consulting me." And then met her and was like, "Oh, you're actually Adrienne. This is great." This worked out. I'm surprised. I was surprised to learn that this actor does not have her own Wikipedia page. I really would have thought that like she'd have scored a few more roles, even just in video games. Like she'd be in like Wing Commander 7 or whatever. I guess it's the whole video game acting in a full motion video game was not like respected. It couldn't be you're into Hollywood. And then by the time it was respected, they just get major Hollywood actors to do it. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like Yeah, and like, there's all like, listen, I've never really played the Wing Commander games, but I have watched a few long ago. I know I watched some of the cutscenes just to see Mark Hamill. It's not like it's a bad idea to get Mark Hamill in your FMV game. And it's not like Mark Hamill was getting, a lot of love in Hollywood at the time. He was voice acting, obviously, as the Joker, one of his great roles. He was playing the trickster on the live-action Flash show. Not one of his great roles, but it was kind of fun. Looking everywhere for anything. And also, yeah, come on. We should, we don't want Adrienne to soil herself. He's a great and the Joker's been played by some, in a variety of different ways by some very capable actors. I don't need cheap viewers. See Mishka. We do only quality viewers here. Thank you for the offer, though. Goodbye forever. There. Don't want Adrienne to soil herself. During the various terrors. But also just, I mean, if there are any collectible items I haven't picked up yet, I want to pick them up. If I could get this towel or something. There are 3 possible slots. So it's possible that I'm not equipped for the endgame yet. But again, I will suffer for a little bit before I say, oh please, somebody tell me something. Do we get any forward Oh, there's a thing. Is it a shard of glass? If we can't save Dawn, maybe that's a key part of saving Adrienne.
A sharp glass shard.
Yeah, Adrienne has enough danger in her life. She doesn't need excess bacteria on her hands. A sharp glass shard. Oh, Dawn's throat. We hardly knew ye. I hope she can save Dawn. Again, it's thoroughly not Dawn's fault that he's been possessed. We do know, of course. Oh, Adrienne has finally learned, you know what? Touching this just makes me feel icky. So we saw that Zoltan at the very end of his life, as he was dying, regained control of his body. I can't remember even what he tried to do something to make amends for his errors. And then we've seen Dawn, after assaulting Adrienne, temporarily seem like troubled by it. And we've seen him wake up hungover and take a moment to snap back into being possessed Evil Dawn. So obviously the physical jarring of the body in different ways and of the brain can temporarily provide reprieve to the possessed victim. That's a very fair point. All right. Let's go in the scary murder attic. Oh, can we look at all the portraits as a separate scene from... I think one of them triggered a flashback. I can't remember. No, I think it was just the mirror yet again. I mean, is this pendant? going to be helpful? Oh, no. That's just a reminder that there was once a child. Oh, man. This demon is bad news on a narrow interpersonal level. I assume I've already looked at the diary, and this won't be anything new and exciting, but it's got new dust on it, even if I have looked at it before.
September 14th, 1889. Dear Diary, I grow increasingly fearful of Zoltan.
Yeah, this is... I've heard this.
I feel the burn of his eyes upon me as he walks.
Okay. And then this, of course, is our murder apparatus. Please don't show us the murder again, though. Once was enough. I'm not a particularly... I was raised in the 90s. Not super squeamish about gore. But one thing that the intimate partner sexual assault scene did do for the narrative was it put a very specific context on the violence against women, so that even the Grand Guignol sort of over-the-top magic device murders were really icky. And yet, Roberta Williams, when asked about that scene of sexual assault, said, like, it was necessary to show that Dawn had really changed. She didn't say, there's a whole metaphor here about the demon being misogyny, which actually seems like a theme. But, that's the death of the author, right? Oh no, why would I go in here? What was I thinking? Also, what is the demon thinking? You can't run a dark room with the door open. Has he taken the same photograph again and again and again? Or at least developed the same negative again and again and again? Well, he's got a couple. Oh. Okay, he's developed one photograph and then, cut it.
Like my work?
Oh my god.
A woman's body is a wonderful thing, but the head is useless. You're a very good subject, Adrienne. You cooperated with me very well.
No. 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 Okay. Yikes. Yes, I would like to try again. Okay, starts from the beginning of this scene. Am I supposed to grab something in the scene? Yep. Right, the sulfuric acid. Right, that's what that is. Oh. No, Adrienne, not yet. We can feel bad about melting Dawn's face eventually. Damn it, Adrienne. Wait, and then that's just it? Okay. I missed something there. There must have been a window where I could have acted, perhaps to run away. But yes, that was Chekhov. I didn't even think about it. But they did. They planted the acid early on. Built up to it very well. Okay. Yeah, wild. Surely Roberta Williams realized the demon is the misogyny theme. Why not bring that up when they're like, justify the scene of sexual assault? Separately, there's something weird going on where during its possession of Zoltan, the demon was like, you know what? Stage magic is pretty cool. I think I'll make this my thing no matter who I possess. Ah, yes, run. No, Adrienne, that's not Dawn right now. Run. This is interesting. We get these like canted angles. Adrienne, come on. You're not even trying to knock the door down. I mean, okay, it's panic. You have multiple weapons, Adrienne. You know the secrets of this house. I suppose the demon does too. I have a fairly good sense. God damn it, Dawn. You Phantom of the Opera looking motherfucker. Oh. I was thinking Adrienne needs to run to the, you know, like we're going to converge on this. I didn't realize that she's going to get caught and put there. Oh, I can act? Okay, I needed to stab him in the neck there, I bet. Oh, God. Holy smokes. They set you up for a decapitation scene. Oh my. Jeez. Certainly I would like to try again. I don't feel the need to review anything right now. Oh no, I'm discombobulated. Neat that they saved all of these angles. Okay. Glass shard in the neck. Okay, nope, that wasn't the move. Oh, man. Oh, God. I hate it. Okay. What does review do? I'm not going to review just yet. Okay. Try different weapons, I suppose? Could be timing. Okay. While she's running, are there other options? Yes, but how can there be... I don't have what I need. Okay. I was just... All right. Okay. Well... Thank you, PJ. I should have, like, my gut was telling me going into these other rooms is just going to have Adrienne trapped. But maybe, since he's already lurking downstairs. Okay. Try the hammer. Oh, man. That was a really great partially just fortuitous swinging of the Dawn actor's real hair to expose his face in just the perfect way that Harvey Dent or Phantom of the Opera or Dr. Blight, if you're a Captain Planet fan. Okay, let's try going in different directions. Hey, baby. Any insights? Well, hiding here is obviously not going to be the answer. Or is it?
Adrienne, where are you? Adrienne, get.
Okay. Stabbed him. But what? Oh, I shouldn't be in here. This does not feel like the right answer. Okay. Well, at least we can give him a headache. She's probably right-handed. She could have got him a bit better. All right. Yikes. Okay. Oh no, now when I try again, it's from here? Oh, but I can... Right. This is where the secret passage is. This is what I was thinking I would have to do first time around. What? Oh no. Oh no.
Peekaboo. You're gonna come up and join the party? I think so. Come on, Adrienne. Honey, I feel like making love.
Jump? Oh god. Oh. Never mind. That's definitely a jump we can make. Oh no. Forgot about this, and I assume that's lights out. Or can I... Do I have a chance to... Nope. Egad. Okay, I'm willing to ask one question. Do I need to go back to before this entire chase sequence started to get what I need to beat Dawn? Or am I still just trying to figure this out? We might as well know that much. Try a different weapon. Okay. Okay, what does review do? Hey, welcome! The Dark Spoon Forge. Okay. Well, I didn't want to do this. What? Whoops. I opened the debugger. Escape. I quit the game. Oops. Weird. I should have tried delete application Dawn. See if it's a meta ending. Fortunately, we're just gonna use the debug to go in and delete all the Adrienne death scenes, and then we should be good. All right. Okay.
Can't believe Don did this.
Because he didn't, and you know he did. Hi. Okay. Hi.
He wouldn't do this.
Did you think Malcolm was... I guess I could see why you would be like, maybe that old man is crazy. The demon possession thing does seem a bit far-fetched. Okay. We just won't... Like, why did I go in the dark room? What was I thinking? Yeah. Critical flaw in many a Sultan's court policy is to even just have the position of Grand Vizier. Just have a council of 5 regular viziers. A team of rivals. Okay. Good thing, actually, that the demon got the taste for stage magic, and therefore has the flair for the dramatic that makes it want to wait for Adrienne to come into the dark room and find the photographs before it takes her down. That gives us a little flexibility. Full disclosure, Olifair did tell me you are missing an item you need for the end game, but I felt confident once I had the glass shard. Want to actually take some stuff out of here now, Adrienne?
The ring. It's gone.
Now all that's here
How
is
could it
this
take it?
taser. Horrifyingly, your mom. Welcome. I triggered the endgame sequence once. Have since been gently informed that I'm not ready for it. So we've seen Adrienne get strangled once, and it is a decapitation, but even just saying decapitated undersells the other big death scene that we've seen so far, because it's more of like a vertical bisection of her head with a swinging pendulum axe. Well, at least Dawn's not smoking any more of the clove cigarettes. Imagine we get the demon out of him, only to find out that now he's addicted to nicotine. Just one problem after another. Okay. Well, let's go stand in the, as it turns out, purposeful but not because there's going to be a cool scene there corner. One of the exits of the big network of secret passages is there. Let's reflect on the fact that we're startlingly similar. Yeah. Maybe that's a strategy you could try with people to try to get them to quit. Like you want your friend to stop smoking at some point, like in the next 5 years. Steal one of their cigarettes now. Maybe get it a little damp, dry it out again. Just really muck it up for a good long period of time, and then slip it back in. Yeah. We can get real nasty with this. It's aversion therapy. It's for your own good, man. Smoking. What an admittedly, in very specific contexts, cool looking behavior that is kind of gross. But not kind of gross. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. People shouldn't do it. No. I don't think any less of people who do it. But like, it is bad for you. They're not joking when they say that. Smoking looks really, really cool in black and white. If you're like well dressed, like it's 40s, or if you're cool, like you look like you're like a 50s rockabilly guy or gal. Oh, no more fortunes. I thought maybe we'd finally get the "you shall die a horrible, horrible death" one. Exactly once in real life, in second year university, I think I took a course. That is weird. But hey, I'm not here to judge anybody. That's a good deal. What saved me, besides the fact that probably I was the kind of kid who, once I'd been told about getting lung cancer, I would have been like, oh, it's too scary, I'm not doing it. What saved me was that my mom did smoke for a few, like, I think she quit when I was like 6 or 7. But that was long enough for me to be exposed to secondhand smoke and discover that I found it real gross and not good. Yeah, in second year university, I remember his name was Graham. And then the only other thing I remember about him was my partner for this project. Oh. Hey. Ooh. Here's a weird thing happening. Oh, we have time to perhaps sabotage? But I went to meet this guy, Graham, to talk about our project. And he met me. He wanted to meet in front of one of the old buildings on campus. And so it had the, like, you know, ornate, not ornate, but like the fancy old stairways where instead of rails, it has like walls that go up. And he was sitting on the wall, like kind of hunched over. And he's a good looking dude. And he was just smoking a cigarette, and he looked up when he saw it, and I was just like, holy fuck. Like, it was the one moment in my life where I was like, man, maybe I should smoke. Would I look as cool as him? At the time, I had wild flowing hair, and we were just chatting, and he was like, so what are you thinking of, like, what are you in all this for? What do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know, I guess be a rock star, because I was still like playing music, being in bands and stuff. He was like, well, you look like a rock star. And I was like, holy shit. If this James Dean motherfucker thinks I look cool, maybe I don't need to smoke. Dodged a bullet there. Thank God that project wasn't like 2 years later when my hair had thinned out to its current state and I couldn't grow it long without looking like Paul Simon in the 70s. Can I sabotage his machine? Yeah, exactly. He was melon camping, for sure. Okay, and there's nothing to do here except, I guess, look around. I believe that's correct. Then again, it's quite possible. Yeah. it's very important to John Mellencamp that you acknowledge that he doesn't cougar anymore. He's done cougaring. Don's vest. Because he's come and he's got his magician deal on. Ooh. Is it a thing that will temporarily remind Don who he is? And that he loves Adrienne?
A snowman Christmas ornament.
Oh, it absolutely is. Or is there a secret button on it and it's a switchblade? No. Seems normal. Maybe it was just great cultural foresight on the part of John Mellencamp that he was like, you know what? The connotation is just not going to work anymore. I need to get the 15, 20 years down the line. 25. Yeah. Okay. I still have one inventory slot, so I might as well. Please don't tell me if I'm prepared. I know I'm probably prepared, but I might as well. We might as well tour the house one more time. Wait, in fact, one more inventory slot, and we've already been told that we literally need the book for some, the book is involved here. Of course, that could be get to the book during the frantic endgame sequence. Oh, yes, because indeed, of course, the demon knows it needs the book as well.
What the hell?
Remind ourselves who we're avenging here, in addition to saving Dawn. And, of course, avenging Mike. You did not waste a lot of time. I guess during the gay 90s, it was easy for a popular stage magician to lock down new marriage partners. I feel like probably there won't just be a new item somewhere just because. Like the snowman ornament now being there is very logical and was actually explicitly communicated to us by the game. I guess there's that too. It is not like society is offering a young lady a ton of options at this particular point in human history. Yeah. Adrienne has had enough of mirrors. She knows she's pretty. She knows exactly what she looks like. She knows her hair looks exactly the same as it did yesterday. I assume this actually is a thing generally, that one thing VR can do is just, people create cool environments that you can just walk through and look at. Or even that, like, I don't know this, but like, seems like that development studio, the Chinese Room, make the most literal, the game that more than any game I've ever played deserves the term walking simulator. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Seems like those kind of like check out an environment would be cool for VR. There's probably not enough Phantasmagoria nostalgia out there to make it worth designing the entire house just so you can walk through it without even playing the game. But it's a cool environment. That's why, even though I feel like probably I've done the things I need to do now, I'm still I'm not averse to just strolling around one last time. Is that giant scary house face never going to come into play, or are we going to get a lawn chase as part of this endgame sequence? Yeah. Yeah, even as I said... Hopefully somebody I don't know. I mean, I don't have a VR headset. I might... I can't see myself ever acquiring one. I have 2 friends who have ones that I might try to borrow sometime just so we can... Oh, cool. Oh, I hear Abra calling, and she makes a very fair point. She makes a very fair point that it's lunchtime. I'll be right back, gang. Hang tight. Mansion games and boat games. I mean, I definitely buy that mansion game is a distinct type of game. In fact, the very next game that I will do on Sundays, probably not starting to... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking to start today if this wrapped up really quickly, but I'm not sure. Oh, inarguably, this is a mansion game. And I'm going to do Sweet Home next. Also a mansion game. And the precursor to Resident Evil. Let me think, though. Okay, think of some other games. For whatever reason, my mind went to... I don't know why. But I started picturing the Switch Online, and my mind immediately went to Eliminator Boat Duel. That's definitely a boat game. Games that I've done on this stream. Ultima 5? I don't know. Star Control 2 is a boat game. For sure. I'm not sure I buy it as a binary theory of classification, but I can kind of see it. Jorge Luis Borges, in one of his short stories, I think it's called The Gospel of Mark, said that there are only two stories. There's the Odyssey and there's the Christ story. I guess this would be the Christ story. King's Quest VI, Odyssey.
What?
Awesome. I'm glad that I tried to go out just so we could find out that we can't. Oh, sweet. And then you get this same frantic pounding on the door out of sequence. Or in a different sequence. It's not out of sequence. It makes sense that she's doing it right now. Don't scream like that. What if you attract him? Okay. Yeah, bruh. Okay. Hold on a second. And we're back. Oh, the earlier part of that message for anyone watching on demand is Cedric said, I guess I gave her some bad advice before because the best way to force a door is to deliver a solid pump kick near the handle. That makes sense. You know who would be great at opening a door? Opening a barricaded or locked door? It would be WWE superstar Jade Cargill, who has a wicked-looking pump kick. In addition to also just being like a genetic freak, just a remarkably athletic human being. Okay. Well. Let's see how this goes. Definitely Shawn Michaels. It's just, it's annoying with Shawn Michaels because you're like, we gotta kick this door down quick. He's like, all right, hold on, I gotta tune up the band. He's doing the stomps in the corner.
You like my work?
Oh my god.
A woman's body is a wonderful thing, but the head is useless. You're a very good subject, Adrienne. You cooperated with me very well.
Even Dawn's even Dawn's very hammy acting, once you consider that the demon does seem to have developed a taste for theatrical stage magicianry.
Adrienne!
Let's give him all the stabs we've discovered that we can. Every way we can wound this thing is an option we may as well pursue. I just need to not... Well, I mean, maybe I just need to get caught eventually, but try not to go to... It's tough to navigate the secret passage. So I gotta not go... I need to go the way that wasn't to the death stairs.
You're gonna come up and join the party? I think so. Come on, Adrienne. Honey, I feel like making love.
It's a little more merciful than Dragon's Lair, but yeah, any point and click adventure that suddenly has like a big set piece action, or in this case, I guess horror sequence. It's tough. This is effective as a chase scene in some ways. Although, like, I recently played Amnesia: The Dark Descent for the first time. Now there's a game. Okay, no, we're just going here. But that's a game that really did horrified, disempowered fleeing as action very, very effectively.
Look, honey. Look, this snowman. Remember this? Remember when you gave that to me? Please don't.
And then hit him with a hammer. Nope. Damn it. All right, well. Yeah, like the death stairs obviously have to come in at some point, and so it really does feel like... Oh, Adrienne. It really does feel like a thing where at some point we gotta like trick him, or we gotta, or we'll be able to pass them somehow. I definitely will not be forgetting the death stairs. Okay. Give him another stab with the glass. Hit him with the poker. Well, all it's gonna cost us is constantly watching Adrienne's head get watermeloned. Get Gallaghered.
Punish you.
Scanners, yep.
Look, honey. Look, this snowman. Remember this? Remember when you gave that to me? Please don't do this to us. Please, honey. I love you.
Should I just wait?
Please.
I'm gonna try just waiting.
So good. Please. Please.
No. Okay. I kind of knew that just waiting wasn't gonna work. I should have stabbed him. Even though I don't think I don't know. I don't know. The thing that always gets me the most in horror movies is when they give the victims time for abject begging. So. They're like, you know, in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there are some not particularly gory, but certainly gruesome, horrifying murders. But it's the final girl who does get away, but spends the last like 30 minutes of the movie just shrieking at the top of her lungs. That really gets under the skin. To me, at least. I guess I'll try the poker, since we already gave him one stab.
Snowman, remember this? Remember when you gave that to me? Please don't.
But how does she even... No? Okay.
I have something better in mind for you.
Alright. I'll try to stab him. Maybe I can flash the crucifix. I don't see why either of these keys would open the manacles. Maybe that's it. If it turns out to be that, it seems kind of silly, but okay. Oh man, I know I saw. That's the one with Matthew McConaughey, right? I know I've seen it. I know I hated it, and I don't remember a single thing about it except that Matthew McConaughey's in it. And I think Leatherface gets into cross-dressing. Is that a thing? Okay. I'll wear out all the different weapon attempts first. Because if he can react to being attacked, he can surely react if she's able to free herself. Okay. He can stop all the weapons. Yeah. Yep. I think that movie... I think, like... Another thing that helps me, I guess, with brutal horror movies is if they also suck. Right? Like, good filmmaking can certainly, in and of itself, up the horror quotient. Obviously. Or the any quotient, you know. Action movies that are well made. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is an interesting film, for sure. It's compelling. And it's like, it's got some gruesomeness in it, but it's almost like Well, I mean, it deliberately is supposed to be like an 80s excess sort of parody, almost self-parody. And it
Look,
nails
honey.
it.
Look, this snowman, remember this? Remember when you gave that to me?
Can't use this key.
Give this to us.
Can't use this key, so it's crucifix? No?
I love you.
Is it just clicking? It's just clicking to plead more?
Adrienne.
Remember when I gave you that snowman? I knew you were.
Kick him in the junk. Okay, so I do not have what it takes to complete this scene right now. I still don't have what it takes. I think. Yes and no. Oh, good. Okay, hold on. Alright, just out of curiosity. Going down to the death stairs just gets us the same capture scene.
Look, honey. Look, this snowman, remember this? Remember when you gave that to me?
This definitely doesn't seem like a solution for saving Dawn. Did the thing use the book to start some ritual before it got down to business? Yo, Adrienne, let's get a move on here. Oh, Dawn, we hardly knew ye. In fact, well, hold on, I should watch this. Oh my! Let's go to the death stairs, Adrienne. Maybe it's different now. Just jump. Just try to jump. Oh. Yeah, another tidbit about the production that I learned is that my earlier comment. Oh no. Sorry, Adrienne. Another tidbit that I learned was that I earlier said that like feels like they didn't give us enough Dawn and Adrienne being normal, even though I think we can put together what their relationship was just because he's the practical one and she's the flightier one. You know, professionally he does. That's an interesting analogy. You know, he does professional photography for magazine covers, and she writes novels. She's exploring her art, and then what we get are their personalities. But it turns out that actually Roberta Williams, that was the thing she struggled with, and ultimately had to be like, "Damn it! Like, we can't. The pacing doesn't work if we spend any more time with Dawn as he was." Okay, can I? Well, no. Obviously, you're not getting through there, Adrienne. Maybe. Ah, yes. That makes sense. And it is an adventure game where you can be suddenly killed by something. Can't do like a zipline gimmick. Is this is still just jumping? No, that will get her to do the handlebar, like climb across on the pipe. The one's in the point and click mode for sure. I don't know, the Dragon's Lair is the next level. Dragon's Lair is a preview of QuickTime events. Let's try something, Adrienne. Okay. Oh, absolutely. And now run, Adrienne. It's not going to hold for long. Let's hustle a little down those stairs, Adrienne. Slide down the banister. Hey, there's Zoltan's corpse, hey? Okay. Clicking on the corpse just lets the thing catch her. Oh no. Hello, Arach. TG. Yeah, oh my. Jeez. Little, hey, Spatty. Yeah, oh man. You just got Oberon martelled. Oh. And then I get sent all the way back? Seems harsh. Well, I mean, I know what to do to get back to there. I think, unless I'm doing something wrong. But nobody tell me yet. We can suffer a little bit longer.
Look, honey. Look, the snowman. Remember this?
And now, get axed in the back. It's a good thing that Dawn has healthy bone density. Because Adrienne's skull does nothing to slow that axe down. Okay, so when she gets to Zoltan's corpse, keep running. Is it crucifix time? I guess we'll find out. From that one clove cigarette. He inhaled way too deeply. There's that. It's all the green miasma floating around inside him, mixed with the clove cigarette smoke. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. To deal with the stress of his wife startling him and making him bump his head like 6 times a day. But he's just trying to get those pipes working. I'd have personally started fleeing by now, but you know what? I can understand being completely awed by the emergence of the cyclopean horror. Okay, well, here we go. I understand why that option's not available during the non-frantic chase scenes, because why would you do that? I'm grateful to say I don't know which of those responses I would have. It's been a blessed 39 and a half years so far. Probably flight in most cases. But I'd like to think if it was necessary for the safety of another person, I could put it all on the line. No demons, no partners trying to murder me. Might have got close on a few of those. Especially before my ADHD diagnosis and medication. I understand why they didn't do an awesome, animatronic, or whatever the hell Jabba the Hutt was, demon. CGI demon doesn't look terrible. It's a cool design. I don't think I ever saw that one. There's a period where my buddies like to watch various. We don't have Spike here, but the equivalent types of shows, like the one where two types of historical warriors fight each other, or like two dinosaurs fight, or they're like ancient aliens. Okay, Zoltan's corpse is there, but if you look at it, Adrienne will just freeze up for the rest of her life. Okay, is there any fleeing to be done? No, we can't flee any further. There's no crucifix to be done. Can we pry open the tomb? No. And I ran out of time. Damn it. Okay. I should click on the tomb next time. Sorry, Adrienne. Sorry, everyone. Goodness gracious. That does sound neat. Although it does also sound like a show. Certainly won't be able to watch it now. I think my partner would just have a full-on anxiety attack by the end of segment 1. I kind of wish it just stuck the bookmark like after this part. I guess they want you to get the whole final like crisis sequence as one big experience, but
Look, honey. Look, this snowman. Remember this? Remember when you gave that to me?
not the time for a drink. Adrienne notices Dawn left her a glass of water, so while he's distracted by the snowman, she's just hydrating. I guess I should have realized that Dawn was not going to... We were not going to get a happy ending with Dawn once he was horribly disfigured. But, like, you know... It's the whole Phantom of the Opera thing, and he's got long hair already. He could do the Dr. Blight thing, cover his face, and... You know, he's a reasonably handsome guy before then. He'd be, he's very, tsundere, I think is the term. Tsundere. He would be. I don't necessarily think he is in regular Dawn form. Yeah. Yeah, like Adrienne is hopefully going to survive this when I figure out the right things to click on, but I don't know that that's a happy ending for her. But there is no happy ending now, so we just want the least bad, worst outcome. You're fleeing from a killer, and just every room you go into, you just have to like, you're like looking for the interaction points. And it's somewhat arbitrary which ones save you and which ones doom you. I wish doing these clicks really quickly could build you up a buffer. For better and for worse. Because I don't know if I would even think to just pick up a big stabbing shard of glass prior to my husband initiating, or my possessed husband, sorry, initiating his. Oh, I could do with a this era Sierra inventory limit. I can only hold so many things, and also the things I don't need anymore just go away. I wish Ultima 7 did that with keys. You have unlocked every door this key works on. It disintegrates. Never think of it again. Okay. So, last time I clicked on Zoltan's corpse and nothing seemed to happen at all. I guess this time I'll click on the tomb itself and see if anything happens. A little frustrating to have to put in like 2 minutes of chase, 2-3 minutes of chase scene for every one practice click. I like the way its eye, like, barely even... We're right in the sweet spot, too. Where it's like, it's an older game, but, like, obviously it was new enough that they have a bunch of movies they want us to watch. I like the way that its eye doesn't seem to actually be a discrete thing in a socket. I've heard it's suggested by evolutionary biologists that is this anything? Oh, yeah. I've heard it theorized that the eye, you know, the earliest mutations that eventually led to the development of eyes would have just been like a patch of tissue that was sensitive to light. And it's almost something like that. Like just this part of my face sees the light. Okay. I guess I'm going to do this one last time before I say, someone please nudge me. Honestly, right now I'm thinking, fuck, I don't know. I have things that I would like Adrienne to do. Like, I don't know, pop the tomb open, see if there's something in there. Hold up the crucifix, say a little prayer. Try to hide. Probably hiding is going to work.
Look, this snowman, remember this?
Whether it's a sense of smell or like a just general flesh detection, I'm sure the thing could find her in a hiding place. It also must kind of be like a it's probably boneless. Because it's fitting through some things that it doesn't look like it should fit through. It's gonna make me sad when the nudges. You don't have all the items you need to start this sequence. But that's okay. The glass actually seems like it's just like a red herring. There is a moment where I can stab him with it if I run a specific way, but it doesn't really seem to change anything. Or does it? Bum, bum, bum. I guess I'll find out. I've still got an hour and 20 minutes before I'm pushing up against my, not hard, but semi-firm stop time. I told Danielle I'd run an errand for her that involves a store that closes in 1 hour and 50 minutes, but is only like a 5-minute walk away. She did tell me if you're just, it's okay if you're into it and you run out of time. But you try to score the good guy points wherever you can. So hopefully it just all works out. I figure out how to do this in time. We get a satisfactory ending. I don't even have a new idea to try. So I'm not sure how fruitful. I'm not confident this is going to be fruitful at all, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to think. Has a single Sierra adventure game endgame big set piece ending sequence gone well for me yet in my experiences? The whole King's Quest series only starts going set piecey, I think, in like Perils of Rosella. And I don't think that went smoothly. And I know King's Quest 5 didn't go smoothly. King's Quest 6, like, semi-smooth at best. King's Quest 7, I think, was okay. King's Quest 8, I guess, but that hardly counts. Yeah, I did get the although that was less about getting the end game sequence right and more about why didn't you do these other things you didn't even think of in much earlier in the game. Why didn't you befriend the jester or whatever he is and get the right lamp? Through a hallucination that would have told you which lamp to get that you never even did. That's full game sequencing that I was struggling with there. And it was still an upgrade from when I did it when I was a kid. Ooh, you know what? Yeah. I just didn't know. I did not want to befriend him. It just never occurred to me there was a way to do it. If I ever play it again, I'll get the best ending because I've read how to do it now. Okay. There's really just nowhere else to run. Oh, we can go back up the stairs. Okay. So, go up on the pedestal and then nothing to click on. You can go back up the stairs. And then it's coming in. Okay. All right, folks. I guess I'm going to, rather than just a nudge, I'm going to ask 2 quick questions. One, am I still not even ready to initiate the end game with, like, starting with the dark room and dawn? And question 2, am I missing that Adrienne can run in a different direction at the start of the demon chase? Like, can I lead this thing through the whole mansion? Would I want to? I will hang tight a moment before I restart. So there's no point in restarting if the answer is, yeah, you just shouldn't even go into that dark room. I'm ready to start the end game. There is only one way to run in the demon chase. Okay. Well, then I guess I have a third question, which is, would somebody like to give me a small nudge about what I'm missing here? It can be as gentle as you want. I'm pretty good at extracting what I need from tiny hints, I think. Fuck, that's a great question. Malcolm told me Okay. Okay. Malcolm told me I need the book, right? Hold on. Do what I often do in these situations where I'm now thinking, why don't I take some... Do. Look up a transcript. Yeah. Oh, that's obnoxious. I bet I'll never forget again after today. Hold on. Even though it would hardly even be a different thing to just have someone tell me exactly what he said. It still feels like a step too far. So hold on. Phantasmagoria wiki. Malcolm Wyrmshadow. Oops, I called him Wormwood earlier. Then do. Okay. Is the other thing that he told me just that I need the book? I'm not The Phantasmagoria wiki has a full transcript of Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle of Flesh. And in the Malcolm Wyrmshadow entry, it says he tells Adrienne exactly what she needs to stop the demon, and this is very important for the Endgame. Well, okay. Gotta get the book. Okay. Well. Oh, wait a minute. No, because this didn't... Okay. Oh! It's definitely stressful. Okay, so if you don't immediately go up the stairs, that's cool. But that's another... It's like, man. Wild to have so many variations in a game where every variation is so much work and so much expense. I think this is probably kind of pointless right now.
Look, honey. Look, this snowman, remember this?
But I'll play it out hard, I guess. But I do not think that I'm just missing that the book is like sitting there on the... So I must have... I think I probably have to get the book before this starts. Maybe? I'll keep my eyes peeled this whole time. But nobody has to tell me yet. It's funny, I spent all that time trying to find the transcript. I remember that he told me I needed the book. I just thought, like, I was like, is there also a bell or a candle? Am I forgetting the candle? You don't have the book, fool. I can think of at least 2 games that use the bell book candle trope. And I'm sure there's many more. And then, so one of them I won't say for a reason related to someone in the audience right now, not wanting to spoil them. And the other is, I think, NetHack, at least in some versions. Cool. Baldur's Gate is still ahead of me in my gaming experience. Very confident that the book was not just sitting in the room, and I was, I've even just tried swooping around to look for interaction points, let alone noticing the book being there. But maybe it's on Zoltan's corpse and I just didn't click on it somehow. Probably it's gotta figure that out in advance. I don't know exactly when it'll be because I got a bunch of plans for the medium future. But in the sequencing of my Dungeons and Dragons RPG playing, right now I'm just skipping like a stone. Someday I want to play more of the Gold Box games, but I did Pool of Radiance, and now I'm doing Dark Sun. So like jumping all the way to the next engine. Oh man, I'll tell you the same thing I told the last guy, Jam Mall 123. We don't do cheap viewers here, we do only the finest. Sorry if that was supposed to be pronounced Jamemo. Take care. Have a nice life. Oh, cool. I'll try to pop in. At least at some point. And not then, spoil anything for you. I'm pretty good about not spoiling things for people, I think. Yeah, this is a black tie stream. Okay, so just go back and get killed, Adrienne. Let's not waste our time. Ooh, is it a different death? Same death. Although perhaps a slightly more troubling lead up to it. Okay. So within the end game, I need to flee from Dawn in a way that allows me to get the book? Well.
Adrienne!
So now he just gets her there? What the hell? Alright, fine. Whatever. Alright, you know what? One final nudge. Should I go back to before I've started the endgame and try to find the book? Or is it something I need to find in the course of the endgame? For now, let's just get Adrienne Gallagher'd. Okay. I had a feeling. Because they did, like, even just within what I've tried so far, they did so many different ways. They did enough different ways to run from Dawn. Yes, I have. Expired. Oh! Neat. It'll start me up here. And then she runs in here. And from in here, she can pretty much only go into here. Well, let me explore the avenues here. Weird. Okay. Because Dawn's lurking in the other room, he's not chasing her here. That's kind of finicky, but okay, whatever. And then he just catches her. But nope. Okay. Just terrible stuff. Okay, so now I'm locked in here at this part. Oh, but there's this direction. Right. That was a whole thing that I've already gone through. I guess this way. Oh no. I was gonna say, or is she just finding Mike? Nope. I was gonna say, surprising how little of the supporting cast got murdered. Poor Cyrus.
Adrienne! How did you like my gift?
Hey, Adrienne. Should we click on something? Oh, should we use the pry bar to open Zoltan's coffin? Find that his corpse is not there. Right, so that the other thing that I was clicking on, that's just an altar. Oh, come on. Where's, like, She should have some of that adrenaline super strength going here. This is the plan, Adrienne? Okay. I think he's gonna know which one she's in. Hello, Clef.
Honey, I'm feeling really stressed out today. Why don't we have a picnic? It's a really good day for it. Hey, Adrienne. Adrienne, why don't you come out and play with me? There's no fun without you.
Don, you stupid idiot. Hey, great. Awesome. It worked. Is there no way to go back? Wait. Oh, she gets back in? That's not what I was trying to do. He's gonna find her this time. They did not. They did not take it easy on themselves.
Honey, I feel really horny today. Just like a little level. Adrienne.
I hate this demon. This demon is gross. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Okay. Adrienne, use one of your many weapons. Cut his fingers. All right. Okay. It's okay. We're getting there. All right. Everyone who hasn't seen it yet, brace yourself. Trigger content warning for gore. I'm gonna do some stash work today. All right. Yikes. Okay. But the first hiding was correct. Oh, that I appreciate they did that for us at least. Unless, is this skipping ahead to the second hiding and he's just gonna get her again? No, that's the first one, right?
Why don't you come out and play with me? Honey, I feel really horny today. Just like a little level. Adrienne.
Okay, that's obnoxious. That's on them, though. They made me think that I was earlier in the sequence. Yeah. But the graphic didn't update, so I thought I wasn't. Okay. Well.
Think I wouldn't find you?
No. For whatever, they lock all, as far as I can tell, I can't skip the videos in the end game. Because before, that double arrow button is just there, so you don't have to watch.
Please don't do this.
I guess they really didn't want to risk chafing. Except obviously now she's in the thing. I assume that's a practical chair. Maybe it's not. Oh. I'll try that next time. Because we have seen this plenty of times now.
Adrienne, how did you like my gift?
Okay. But then what could possibly do anything here if she's not going to run up there? He comes in. He gets her. Can I fight back? No. But, oh, I can skip. Sweet. Don't mind if I do. So the only other thing I'm seeing is to go back.
Adrienne!
Which,
How did you like my gift?
what's this? Hold on. Oh, hide. Hide again, of course. Yeah. Oh, hey, and she figured that one out on her own. Nice. Now, he should be dead. But, he's demon possessed. But now, she won't go through there. But he's coming from this way? What? Okay. It's all right. It's coming together. Bit by bit, day by day. Oh, come on. What's going on here? It's using some really, really weird bookmarking for me. But okay, let's keep trying. Am I supposed to go back up? Am I supposed to now do this, but without the demon chasing me? Probably not. Review kind of like takes you back to the very start, I think. Okay, no, she's not going to try this. Can she get back? How would she get back up without him catching her? No, and she has all these weapons, which... Like, come on. Just stab him in the thigh. Ah. Oh! Hey, there's Mike. Can we go past him? No, we're only there to be upset that he's dead. Wait, while Dawn's unconscious, can I get back through this way to the... something? Probably not. It's definitely a little out of the way. Don's got the Jason Voorhees gimmick going, which is not great for us. He's not actually bound by the spatial laws. This doesn't feel right. This does not feel like it's all coming together for me right now. Yeah, because now he's here. Okay. I just want to go back to the start now. What? Okay. It deletes your save. Okay. My save game name must be unique. But you won't let me have my save. Can I? Okay. Probably won't let me have my save if I reboot either. But let's try. Otherwise, I mean, you can start from any chapter, so I guess we'll just start at the start of chapter 7. Exactly. Yeah, okay, fine. Start new game. My family calls me Jamie. And I start with... I don't have the crucifix. Fascinating. What a strange choice. Okay. Get the glass shard. So, in the absence of the crucifix, do I need something else? PJ, when you said earlier you can use the rosary, was that a serious thing? Is there a rosary? I'm not going to lie. I think this was a poor design choice in an otherwise excellent game. There is a rosary. Okay. I'm not too proud to beg. Where's the rosary? In the crypt. Okay. Perhaps not. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, bad. No, chat lag. That sucks. Okay. I'm still optimistic that that I'll at least make it through to the end without having to be, all right, folks, hold my hand and tell me step by step exactly what to click on to win. Interesting. They never really explain how she fought. Oh, is the button on this side on the exact opposite side of the wall? I'll accept that as an explanation for how she knows how to... open the secret door without actually, like, searching around. What's this? Oh, it's the absinthe. That's a fun Easter egg, I guess. Oh, damn it. No, no. Is this the two-sided one? Please. No, of course not. Oh. How kind. All right.
Damn.
Oh, how cruel. I've also generally heard, although I've never tried to watch a stream on my phone, I've heard the phone app is not great in its own right. But then this is the death stairs.
It's too far. That'd be a long jump.
There. Yeah? No? Yes? God damn it. I'm so bad at navigating the secret passageways. Okay. The doom stairs. But then we're up here again. Oh god damn. This is madness. Are these different down into the right clicks? I'm like on the verge of bursting into tears right now. Not literally. Not literally, don't worry. But oh my goodness, this is fucking frustrating. Where do I click to go to the crypt? Am I just on the wrong floor? Yeah, absinthe. Actual. Because this is not a puzzle that I can't solve. This is me literally forgetting how to navigate the most confusingly laid out part of the game. Opposite side of the room for the chapel. Wait, that's the chapel. Oh God. Okay, right. When I actually found the crypt the first time, I didn't even understand how it was a different path. So that clarifies things. I just didn't know. Oh! How convenient. Okay.
Old rosary beads.
Nice reading. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Once more into the breach, dear friends, or else close up the wall with Adrienne's head. Wait, can I? We sure can. Great. We get the idea. He developed a picture of Adrienne again and again and again to cut off its head and make a montage. Because it can't be said that this demon does not have a flair for showmanship. Perhaps picked up from old Zoltan. Do 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 do. But this time the dawn scene is happening.
Peekaboo. You're gonna come up and join the party? I think so. All right, come on, Adrienne. Honey, I feel like making love.
Okay. She does an awful lot of prep to hop down a single step. But here we go, and then from here this way. Right, this was the reminder of, it's just the perspective switching. You know what? That's actually fair, Cedric. She does have sneakers on, I think. She's a practical footwear kind of girl. I think. Surprised, she's lucky she didn't mess up her anything in her legs having a, what, like 250-pound dude fall on her? Like right on her legs from like 12 feet in the air. This is the one where he doesn't find her.
It's a really good day for it. Adrienne. Adrienne?
Oh,
Come
can I search him while he's incapacitated? Maybe he just has the book on him. I mean, because obviously it's not in its original place. It would make sense if Dawn had the book. No, because she runs right away. I think the game is once again underscoring the demon being misogyny. So the creepier and grosser the things he says are, the creepier they get. Okay, so, alright. Can I go this way now? No, because he just catches her. So am I supposed to go back. I certainly am not going to quit. I'm going to find poor Mike. And then feels like I should be trying to get to the magician's area before, like, the stage. I don't know. I'll break down and ask for more soon just because I'm running out of time, but hold on. Can't go up to the attic. We've already done the scene in there. Can't go in the magician's room. Return to the dark room? Oh my fucking god. I should have obviously that was very clearly communicated to me. I just, I was like, oh, it's a photo album or something. Okay, here we go, here we go. There. That makes sense. Run a big loop so that you can get to his dark room without him attacking you. You can't trust me anymore. I should have tried to grab, like, the real problem is that I literally was just like, oh, there's a book there, but it's not. I just never thought it's the book.
Snowman, remember this?
All right. Sorry, Donnie. I will say that while this is a finicky endgame, when it starts coming together, it all makes sense. You need to get him into a position where you can hit him hard enough to incapacitate him for a little bit so that you can then yeah, I guess they didn't want to. They shot so many scenes. Why not have her like reach out with her foot and drag the keys off of Dawn's belt loop or something? But I guess they just wanted to get down to business here. But it feels like a very natural adventure game puzzle to do there. To like use the poker to reach out. I like that you have the glass so you can stab Dawn in certain circumstances, just because. Like, if the ominous, I guess the ominous hint keeper would probably also give me a pretty clear hint, maybe if I'd clicked on him. But even just having him give you a game, like a game over message, that's something like, you know, Adrienne never had a hope. Yeah, like they shortcutted on a thing where they had a bunch of shortcuts available to them. For it to either be a puzzle you solve with a single click. Yeah. If they'd even just let me keep my one save, that would have been nice. All right. Probably we're going to have to watch Adrienne get Oberoned a few more times before I put this all together, but we'll see. I think it's I don't know, actually. It's obviously in bad shape. They can't take even the... Like, Adrienne's got to be like a $120. Ah. They probably didn't have a lot of room in their green screen set for her to actually run. They might have had her on a like treadmill or something. Okay, so, I mean, first guess is literally just use the book because nothing else worked before. Oh. To the altar. Alright. Just find something in there, Adrienne, and start chanting. Flip to the back and use the index. No, she found it.
Oh my god, it's in Latin.
Just fucking read it.
Remember this? State
Yeah,
intra
it's Latin.
circulum magicum.
It's famously written in the same alphabet that we use.
Stand inside circle.
Oh, it is instructions. Okay,
Magic
that's
circle.
fair. Oh, sweet. We're already in the magic. Already in the circle.
Ponete, fascinum, in paganum, apertum.
So did I, Clef.
Liberi.
Makes more sense she needs to translate it. But hey, good job, Aid.
Talisman, an open book page. Talisman? Shit.
Oh, it's gonna need like the blood. Adrienne, I'm begging you. No? I was just missing the interaction point, I think. Yeah, I saw it for a moment. It's exactly what it's supposed to be, just for some reason it... Whatever. Oh, how kind. It's alright. It's alright. We're gonna do this. Right. Click to go to the altar. Because you got to be Well, anyway. Flip open the book. I'll watch this at least once more. Ideally, I'd like to have the endgame sequence run without any scene skipping, but we'll see how many million times I got to do it over and over before I find the right spot to click with the rosary beads.
Oh my god, it's in Latin.
And I think there was a thing about it needing blood, but we have a shard of glass. Of course, Adrienne also has teeth. Like, I'm not sure we need blood or not.
Circulum magicum. Let's see. Stand inside circle. Magic circle.
Yeah, come on. Circulum magicum or whatever should have been the easiest part of that to translate. I did 2 years of ancient Greek, and it was not hard for me to figure it.
In paganum apertum liberi. Place talisman in open book page. Talisman? Shit.
What the fuck? Excuse me one moment, got a message. Okay. This might be the last time I have the tolerance to sit through this, but I would like an intact ending sequence.
Oh my god, it's in Latin. Can I remember this?
Yeah. She needs inspiration. Use the poker on Zoltan.
State intra circulum magicum. Let's see. Stand.
If only she could
inside
translate that part a little bit
circle.
faster. We have a little more time to try to figure out how to make the
Magic
talisman work.
circle. I'm already in the circle. Ponete fascinum in paganum apertum liberi. Place talisman
Yeah, let's just
in open
smash him, and then it turns out he hit a note in his own skull to explain what a talisman is.
Shit.
Okay. We can click on Zoltan now. But this is not working. Or is it working? Oh, the rosary is not the talisman, is it? Okay, fine.
Shit.
Place it, Adrienne. Not gonna wait for the skull to confirm.
Okay, now what?
Don't look around. Keep reading.
Sanguinum, humanum, superfacinum.
Blood.
Drip blood from alive,
Humanum.
living man.
Live and living both work.
Over the talisman. Can I do this?
Yes. You just literally drove. You're like, you definitely have the strength for this, Adrienne. Put it on the talisman. Is that serious? Okay, there she goes. But come on, that's a big piece of glass. You can stab Dawn with that. That's big enough to cut your finger. You don't just have to prick it a little and then squeeze it till it bleeds.
Tenete, hoc betum, super fascinum, et cantate, hoc carmen.
Yes.
Hold blessed item over talisman and say this incantation.
Well, okay, this part's clear. Just let me have a cursor. Put the glass back. I love doing rituals in video games. Yeah, like come on. Like, chop all your fingers off. Not that she's seen the death videos, but she can't possibly think that the demon is coming to do anything nice. Hey, that was cool. Thank God it's not an ancient Greek where she could screw up the incantation by going up in pitch instead of down in pitch. Or, like, just keep reading. Okay, good. Nice, PJ. I gotta figure there's also a way to find Harriet's corpse, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just find it now. Oof. I mean, she's earned that 1,000-yard stare. 1,000-mile stare. Holy smokes. And then we immediately go to a silly contribution to the soundtrack. Yeah, her first foray into nonfiction is gonna really put her on the New York Times bestseller list if she wasn't already there. I think she's prepared to deal with Bob now. She's got the hammer, the crowbar, and the glass shard. I guess in universe, this is supposed to be Adrienne and Dawn's song. Nothing with the face. The face is either a red herring or I missed. Thank you. This was cool. I I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, it's got some it had some jump. I think most of the jump scares that got me were the fake jump scares, like Spaz is here. Yeah, it's a good mood piece. The acting's not, Oscar worthy, but it's certainly competent. I'm fascinated to learn about what can happen differently. I'm going to read a lot about this game in the next week. So if you tune in to episode 1 of my Sweet Home playthrough starting next Sunday, I've heard exactly that about Darkseid 2. But like I was saying earlier, I'm surprised that what's her name? Victoria Powell? Oh, holy smokes. Of the things that Oliver said to me that were not really spoilery, but just to prep me mentally, he did say it's really easy to trigger the endgame sequence before you're ready to do it. So I'm not surprised that some people have to get it all together. Oh, and that makes sense because the shard of glass is in the baby room, where the one place where you can successfully stab Dawn with it. Yeah, I'm surprised. I think I saw her name was Victoria Powell. But anyway, if it wasn't, the actress who played Adrienne, I'm surprised that she didn't get something that would have warranted her a Wikipedia page out of this role. I heard that somebody mentioned her and something Combs was his name, maybe, who played Dawn, doing a let's play of this or something like that. Interested to find out about that. I assume that's the Gabriel Knight full motion game. But yeah, geez. I thought she did a really good job. And I don't think any of the actors did bad jobs. Obviously... Oh, right. Right. I remember Forever Night now. Yeah, I agree with that, Cedric. The deleting the save game kind of sucked, but I get the sense that it's cool that there's both the rosary and the crucifix, but those probably don't make that big of a... I don't imagine it's a huge change to the final sequence. Why did I do that? If I'm going to sit here and say my final thoughts for a few minutes before I go and run this errand for Danielle, why wouldn't we listen to that awesome song while I do it? So, yeah, it all makes sense now. Now that I see the whole chase, I see why all the bookmarks were where they were. I got when I hadn't put together, I'm just, now I've got Dawn down long enough I can get back to the dark room without him catching me. I had, I got exasperated, but I didn't understand anymore how the bookmark, why are the bookmarks coming back from the crypt now? I should have just trusted the system. That's why I quit and lost the save game. But oh well. But yeah. Once you see it all together, it's a good endgame. I like the endgame sequence. It is like many adventure game endgame sequences, a real trial and error experience. But that is what it is. Good acting, good writing. Not necessarily sure that I would say that the scene of sexual assault was necessary to the narrative, but I do think it served a purpose beyond just Roberta Williams' explanation of it shows that Dawn had changed. I think we really got that as like when he instantly got possessed by a demon and then started bullying you. Hey, yeah, that'd be great. In terms of adventure games, hey. In terms of adventure games, I will, unless you count Sweet Home, I'm going to be off adventure games, at least for the duration of Sweet Home. But my forward-going plan is that once Sweet Home's done, I'm doing a... It's true. I did ever go to the bathroom before, but at the same time, it's like... I bet you could summon some more in a situation like that. You could get a head start on the next one. Yeah. Exactly. That would make the drive into town a lot less pleasant for Adrienne, so I'm glad that we spared her that. But yeah, once I finish Sweet Home, which I'm going to start playing next week, I have a general plan of making a sci-fi shift for a little while, and that's gonna. I've never, except for a bit of Space Quest 1, I've never played the Space Quest games, so I'm gonna do those next. Someday I'll probably. I know it's not related to this game really, but probably check out Phantasmagoria 2 someday. Yeah, and other sci-fi plans. Star Control 3, largely just to prepare for the release of Free Stars, or whatever they wound up calling Urquan Masters 2, the true sequel to Star Control 2, which is finally coming next year. And yeah, cool. But yeah, this was like I said, I don't know that they needed the scene of sexual assault to, like, it certainly didn't need. We knew the Dawn changed because he very clearly got possessed. We understand the tropes of possession, and he immediately turned into an angry jerk. But I do think, like I said, that it kind of primes the pump for you to read the real misogynistic ugliness in the demon, or that the demon is summoning into the people it possesses. Well, people show up now, bit by bit. Some of it's on me. I could do a better job of self-promotion and of community integration. Every time I show up to, I've seen one of your streams, your mom, and I think I picked up a viewer from that, just from you saying, "Hey, shout out." And same story. Whenever I get to Guided by Voices streams, I pick up a couple of viewers just from him saying. So it's like some of it is on me, because I do think that I believe in the product. I know from my own life that there are certainly people who have found me a bit much to take, but at the same time, I think there's a decent chance if you clicked in, you saw I was playing a game you're into, and you clicked in, you'd be like, hey, this guy's kind of funny, and he says some interesting things about narrative structure now and then. Yeah, and I'll say I got to learn how to do the actual shout out thing, but shout out to your mom, who is, among other things, trying to do all the D&D games in sequence, starting Pool of Radiance soon, but also the one that I popped in for was the start of that journey, because he did Cloudy Mountain on the Intellivision, but was also just a general Intellivision, let's check out some Intellivision games, all on the original hardware, jury-rigged through a VCR into a capture card. It was great, and it was a good hangout. Yeah. It's not Pool of Radiance in its depth, that's for sure. The old Cloudy Mountain. But yeah. Ooh. I'll have to check that out in some form or another. I had a feeling. That's another thing I should probably be doing. Throw some, like, I don't curate, I don't do nearly enough curation of stuff that people could find when I'm offline. Although you can find all my stuff on my YouTube. So perhaps I will resolve to make more of an effort. Or maybe I'll just keep doing my thing. It's tough to say. It's tough to say for sure what I'll do. But, yeah. As a general pitch, what we do here is we play mostly old games. I don't think of myself as a retro gamer so much as a person who just loves games. And there's lots of games, and plenty of them came out in the past. Now and then I do at least somewhat contemporary game every here and there. During my sci-fi kick that I'm going to get into in a few months from now, or a month or two from now maybe, I will absolutely check out Disco Elysium, which Waffle Syrup, who was one of the original ride or dies here, a compatriot in real life as well, much younger than myself. And eventually he was just like, oh, man, come on, just play a contemporary game. So I've been saying, I'm going to do Disco Elysium. And I've been telling him that for like 2 years now. And I am going to. I get there eventually. It sounds cool. I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. But I do love the old games. And by and large, what I do here when I'm playing by myself is play old games. Largely so far at least, of the adventure, RPG, and puzzle varieties. But as a gamer, you know when like you ask people what music they like and they give you that, oh, I like everything. And it's kind of an obnoxious answer, even if it's true. If you ask me what kind of games I like, I love games. Like, I've spent more time in my life playing Mario than I've playing RPGs, I bet. And I've been thinking about doing just a retro review show, just like not long playthroughs of games, but just like check out some games, like 30 minutes at a time. Been talking about that for a long time, but maybe if I do it, get even more variety here in the classic game space, but also some contemporary stuff now and then. What are we doing right now if we moved forward? Well, let me wrap up my thoughts here, which is to say that I thought this was excellent. I thought it was very well written. I think there's something... It's kind of hilarious that this is the same engine as King's Quest VII. Really kind of... Yeah, exactly. When I first started streaming, that was the first thing I did by myself. Set up a 30-minute timer, play some classic games for 30 minutes. And then nobody was watching. And then when I started playing Ultima 5, people did start watching pretty quickly, and also I was really into the game, and so I just got off on that path. But I might go back to it. I've been talking about doing it, so I should do it. I still have a couple weeks of vacation to actually put it together and start doing it. I should do it. So perhaps I shall. Yeah, Roberta Williams' Phantasmagoria, just a terrific game. I'm really glad I did it. So thank you, PJ, in particular. Not that, other people have told me it was good, Cedric too. But I'm a very easily influenced... I'm responsive to the audience. So when PJ had said a few times, I hope you do Phantasmagoria next, I did it. And I'm very glad I did. I wouldn't have thought to do... I probably would have eventually done it because I want to check out more of Roberta Williams stuff. But it wasn't high on my priority list. And I'm very glad that I played it. Excellent game. Well written, well acted, well put together. A technical marvel. Not just the... I think they did a really, really good job of integrating the FMV with the pre-rendered 3D environments and blocking the characters to interact with furniture and stuff. Very well done. It was fun. I've heard that one of the things I saw when I skimmed the Wikipedia was it's been criticized for the puzzles being too easy, but I think they were just the right puzzles for this game and this narrative. And generally, they subordinated game structure to narrative in a way that I think worked and was really necessary here. From the meandering first chapter of just, set the mood, rising tension, all the way down to not having game overs until the big climactic tear at the end. Because you don't kill off the main character of the horror movie halfway through. You don't kill the final girl halfway through, and then Cyrus becomes the hero. Yeah. This was awesome. Good job, Roberta. I look forward to seeing what else you did. Yeah, before I even started saying I'm going to do it, I had checked out whether I would get literally instantly banned from Twitch forever for doing it, and it seemed to not be true. So, and definitely isn't, because it's been a week since we saw that scene, and I'm okay. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. So yeah, terrific experience. Really cool game. Glad I played it. Nice. So yeah, like I said, do lots of stuff here, especially because I'm on vacation right now. Yeah, it turns out Twitch is actually pretty friendly to creators in this regard, in the sense that they have a page on a FAQ for creators where it both says, like, here are the specific things that you need to put the mature content label on, but even better, it's automatically applied based on the categories in OBS. So or on Twitch. So when I pick the Phantasmagoria category, it just does it for me. But then also, it has a list of all the games you're just not allowed to do, period, that are permanently banned. And they're all like gross pervert games. Not that I'm judging the perverts. Actually, honestly, I read the list of titles. I am judging some of those perverts. There are levels of perversion that are, that I'm willing to live and let live, and others that I'm willing to say, let's not sit next to each other on the bus. Yeah, cool. Good time. What else are we doing here while I'm streaming? It's a bunch of like hentai sounding games, and a lot that have the word rape in the title. Not famous games. Yeah, classy smile. I have nothing against that. You know what? This is embarrassing. In the 90s, I, not realizing it, downloaded. No, the Leisure Suit Larry games are allowed on Twitch. I don't know that I'll ever do them, but they're allowed. Maybe I will. Someday. I do love Sierra games. But yeah, as a teenager, just wanting to find cool games to play on the computer, I wound up downloading the Japanese adventure game. I'll say this. It's of the revival Leisure Suit Larry games, one of them has a really dumb title that like isn't even a pun or anything. Something with wet dreams. I've heard that this magna cum laude is very crass, and it's also very, very, very obvious as a title. But that's a funny title. Yeah, Wet Dreams Don't Dry. That sucks. That's a stupid title. Magna cum laude. It's obvious, but that's funny because it's just a funny phrase on its own. Yeah, but I downloaded the Japanese adventure game Three Sisters Story, which I got swept up into. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of confidence in the revival Leisure Suit Larry games being well executed. Yeah, like this Three Sisters Story, and like probably the writing doesn't hold up for like the character relationships, but I was like 14 or 15, so I found the writing very compelling. And I didn't even know it was a hentai game until very late in the game because I was just into the story. So like I must have just missed tons of opportunities to have sex with the characters. And then at what I thought was like the romantic climax of the game with the sister who the main character is in love with, I triggered a sex scene finally and was like, okay, what the hell? It's kind of weird. And listen, again, to a point, I'm not here to judge anybody's weirdness. So if you're into hentai instead of just like watching people, fine, do your thing as long as it's not, real offensive. Oh my! All right, There's the 58 Dream Street line on human sexuality. Oh my God. Lovecraft hentai game. That's a curse. That's an eldritch phrase right there. It definitely belongs in the category of weird fiction. Oh man. Oh man. Well, okay. That makes sense. If your culture has a weird tradition of tentacle erotica, I can see how Shadow over Innsmouth seems like a good lead-in to... Oh my goodness. Well, I'm certainly never going to stream that, but I am kind of curious to know more about it. So perhaps I will do some research in an incognito tab at some point. Yeah, I can see why that would be like, compelling just in a like, what kind of way. You can't look away. That's a bummer, but I mean, it is true to Lovecraft. I gotta know more about this game. Yeah, you know what? Greg and I gave B-Rap Boys a pass where we didn't give DJ Boy a pass because DJ Boy we ranked in our worst tier, our goon tier for beat 'em ups because it was just because of a real racist caricature of a boss. And then there was a mildly racist enemy caricature in B-Rap Boys, but otherwise nothing nearly as offensive, and a much better hip-hop theme, and it was just a better game. And we were more forgiving of that because it seemed like the kind of thing that you could kind of just, in ignorance, just be like, well, yeah, in American culture, they have a thing where people have on their lawns just like, statues of African American, So there was a character who throws watermelon bombs in B-Rap Boys. Not great, but not anywhere near as bad as DJ Boy's awful mammy stereotype boss fight. Oh my goodness. So I got to run that errand that I said I would for Danielle. I still have the time to do it. So let me tell you, folks, what am I doing here with my spare time on vacation? I am doing a bunch of stuff. This week, no friend streams because Greg's away. So no Greg and James beat him up. You got to wait till the next week. No Friday Night Frosthaven. So what I will be doing is some Wizardry Gaiden 4 for sure. Maybe I'll start Sweet Home not on a Sunday. Maybe that's not a Sunday game and I do something else next Sunday. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the retro review show. Definitely I'll play more than one session of Ultima 7 Part 2 Serpent Isle. And who knows, the sky's the limit. And then next Saturday, we're back to Dark Sun, Shattered Lands. Ho, ho, ho. The bridging piece between the Gold Box engine and the Infinity engine. A very cool game so far. And I feel like we're maybe like 2/3 of the way through. And it's been great. And I think it'll keep being great. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that. And then, yes, I have passed the test of knighthood in Monitor. I've cured the poison from the tattooist. I've done some things successfully so far. I am absolutely struggling to get my magic armor back from the lady, but I think probably I just need to look harder. I don't think she's ever going to just give it to me in the conversation. But we'll see what happens next time I fire it up. I'll try to put it on the schedule and announce it in the Discord before it happens, instead of just doing it spontaneously like I do with Wizardry. Dark Sun Shadowlands next Saturday, like I said. And then next Sunday, checking out Sweet Home, most likely. Unless, like I just said, I decide to do it during the week. Sweet Home is a Famicom adventure RPG by Capcom. It's a horror game that was actually developed simultaneously with a not very well-loved film by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, but before he was himself. It's no cure. But the game is well-loved and hugely influential because Resident Evil started as like a new take on Sweet Home before they went their own direction. So that's pretty cool. I've played a tiny little bit of it before, but never much, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. So lots of stuff on the agenda. very exciting. Like I said, we got a Discord. You want to hang out and get announcements about things and hear about the board games Stupinski plays, and now and then I'll say something and all that kind of stuff. You know, the invite links in the chat. You can watch old stuff on YouTube if you want. And yeah, as always, thanks for joining me. Or, as I say, much more elaborately, and should say now, to go do this errand I said, 19 minutes. All right. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're fleeing from the horrors, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.